If it ain't Fannin 2, back at it again. Today, we're back with Render this time, with the video How a Minecraft Theory Drove Him Insane. Now, first of all, I want to address something, okay? Some of you guys have been complaining to me about how the YouTube audio is too low, therefore, you turn the volume up, and then you get hit with an ad, and it's fucking with your ears. So, we're gonna try something this video. I am gonna increase the volume on my little software here for you guys. And then obviously for you guys to hear me, I will need to pause in order to talk the video. So let me know what you think. Would you rather want this type of video where the audio is louder and I pause every single time I want to say something or give a reaction? Or do you want it the way it was? You type to me what you want, okay? That's all. But to the video, I see a lot of you guys also have requested this video. It looks very interesting. 54 minutes of ARG. And it looks to be kind of like not like just Minecraft based. But yeah, let's go ahead and see.
I just wanted to get my life in order. I almost died in this woods. I mean, you're gonna think I'm stupid, but the conversation was about the moon. I think there's some deeper meaning why it exists. It's a fake moon. There's people inside of it watching his every movement. I think there's some agent of the moon that's controlling communication between us.
Yo. Okay, wait. This is actually okay. It's already 15 seconds in, and we're like already this deep. Do you know what this reminds me of? If you guys knew about this, you're the OGs of Minecraft. When Minecraft came out and like it started coming out on phone, there was this version where you were on the moon, Lunarcraft. I don't know what it was. It was something, and it was so like. I remember I played it and it was just so weird, but so cool at the same time. And this kind of reminds me of that.
And the moon.
4 years ago, Legend Finder makes his way to the YouTube platform. His first few uploads were nothing special until he stumbled across a Minecraft forum explaining ways you can interact with the moon in Minecraft. Slowly but surely, his channel would become dedicated to this moon ARG and allow us to witness Legend Finder's slow descent into insanity. How could a Minecraft theory cause someone to go mentally insane? Viewer discretion is advised. The story of Legend Finder will be my most disturbing video yet.
Is this gonna be the type of video where like I had no clue what the searching for a world that doesn't exist? I didn't have no clue what like an ARG was. Is this one of those things where like I don't know what I've gotten myself into? Am I gonna get fucked here? Okay, let's see.
In order to understand what started Legend Finder's obsession of the moon, we have to go back to July 30th of 2020. Yo, got into another project today. Spent a few hours literally working on a Minecraft iceberg. Why? Just cause the only Minecraft iceberg right now is freaking terrible. At first, Legend Finder planned on creating a document that listed a bunch of obscure mysteries or glitches in the game. So he was searching for weird Minecraft rumors, so he decides to let his friends know about what he was working on. Hey guys, I'm making a Minecraft iceberg.
Oh, wait, reminds me of this one weird post I found. You could probably call it "Don't Look at the Moon" or whatever.
What?
Okay, hang on, let me DM this to you. Okay, look at this.
Wall of text.
It's interesting, trust me.
Yeah, I know, let me read it. I mean, most of these just sound like BS people made up on the spot.
True, but it's at least something for the iceberg.
Mayflower sends Legend
This is, by the way, I do like this this different style of ARG. I guess you could say, or like, could you even class as an ARG then? Not sure, but anyways, I do like how it's like more like evidence found. Like you have pictures, you don't have like the actual digital. Well, now you have it here, but like you don't have the digital things. You have pictures, you have videos of like outside, like realistic stuff, you know?
Finder a post he found listing 8 different ways you can interact with the moon in Minecraft, with rumors like if you jump into an end portal at exactly midnight, the end asteroids won't spawn and you'll be left in the dark. It's also clear Legend and Mayflower don't believe in the stuff listed in the screenshot. Nonetheless, Legend adds it to his chart and some time goes by before 2 months later, a Reddit post is made by the user Probot748. After countless hours of researching, I present to you the Minecraft iceberg, and all the way at the very bottom of the list is don't look at the moon. So I think you can figure out who Probot is. But the post ends up
Wait.
is don't.
Can we see the actual iceberg? Mob spawner like Pilarectis, Stevie's in a coma, RV data collection, Sultan Valley white pumpkins, ancient debris came from a reactor explosion, Mojang made a home for Herobrine, don't look at the moon, every Minecraft is trans? Wait, what?
by the user Probot748. After countless hours of researching,
Okay.
I present to you the Minecraft iceberg, and all the way at the very bottom of the list is don't look at
Every
the moon.
Minecraft
so I
bee
think
is
you
trans?
can figure out who Probot is. But the post ends up doing really well. In fact, a lot of icebergs were made using his chart. This was a while ago, but do you remember that Minecraft iceberg I made 2 months ago? Obviously you do. It did pretty good on Reddit. It might become the most popular one now. But now you're probably thinking, how does someone go mentally insane if they don't even believe in this stuff? Well, after Legend posted the iceberg, he linked a document he made going over every single topic. And all the way at the very bottom of the document is don't look at the moon. Still, I decided to test them out for myself. And when you click on the link, it sends you to a video called Look at the Moon, uploaded by Legend Finder, marking the beginning of Minecraft's darkest rabbit hole.
Okay, alright. We're invested. We're invested.
Legend Finder would begin testing the moon rumors to confirm whether they're real.
Yeah, so can we just see? If a clock is in your hand, it'll go haywire if you stare at the moon and go behind a wall. You'll only be able to see it for a second, status not likely. If you're standing at the entrance of a cave, staring at the moon, it will glitch out the game and doubles the speed of the moon travels, status very unlikely. Staring at the moon for longer than 10 seconds in a row will permanently cause the moon to start accelerating. Days and nights will become shorter and shorter, and the spawn rates of mobs will increase drastically, along with spawning unknown shadow entities, status ... I'm sorry, I'm just going to read this because I find this really interesting. If you jump into the end portal at exactly midnight and the end asteroids won't spawn and you'll be left in the dark. Status maybe, depends on what exactly means here. Yeah. Clocks based... Wait, fucking we... I know we saw it before, but like...
Legend Finder would begin testing the moon room.
Here we go, okay, alright. The clocks placed in item frames may randomly desynchronize, going faster or slower than they should. This only happens once every 1,000 or so clocks. Status plausible. I doubt anyone's placed that many clocks in item frames before. Definitely. If you look at the moon for the entire night, your game will glitch out, and everything will be set on fire once day hits. Status what? I mean, I don't know how if anyone's tried it, but everything set on fire is just so tryhard creepypasta-esque. Yeah. Then again, do you guys remember the Invisible Fire from Pocket Edition? Never heard of that. 7. The new moon spawns undead mobs more frequently, whereas full moons have a chance of spawning natural hostile wolves. Status iffy. The moon already affects mobs' behavior, just not in these ways. Maybe they do, or we haven't noticed, but Minecraft players are way too focused for this to have gone unreported. And the next one here. If you stop the daylight cycle at exactly midnight, it will be impossible to change the time again, leaving you in permanent night. Status, again, depends on what they mean by exactly. Is it too precise for humans to do? Maybe. But this is...
to confirm whether they're real or not, with the first video of the series going over the first rumor. If a clock is in your hand, it'll go haywire if you stare at the moon and go behind the wall. Rumor 1 done, I think.
Nice.
You won't believe what happened.
What? Did something actually happen?
Nothing.
Bruh.
What were you expecting? That was like the most unbelievable one on the list.
I'm holding out hope, man.
But
Same.
why are we having this, like... Yeah, I'm just trying to think lore-wise, right? Why are we having photos of the chat? Why isn't it digitalized
To be honest,
like it normally is?
it seems Legend and Mayflower still don't believe in these moon rumors. Nonetheless, a few days go by before Legend uploads his second video going over the second rumor,
Let's see.
which says if you stand at the entrance of a cave while staring at the moon will glitch out the game and double the speed the moon travels. And so the next minute and 30 seconds is Legend showing us what happens.
Okay.
Yo! Wait, why the phone camera now?
I mean, think about it. If this was actually true, it could probably crash my computer. If my computer crashes, I probably lose my recording.
Oh, fair.
Legend also happens to be sick. He wrote about it in his journal a few days ago saying, writing this with the worst headache of my life. I'm gonna die. So Mayflower tells him to go see a doctor, but Legend says he's gonna get some pills. And fast forward a few days, Legend says he got pills, the cheapest one. He never really explains what pills he got, and Mayflower doesn't bother to ask what pills mean exactly.
this
And he
is,
also got the cheapest ones. I don't know. Me personally, if I'm buying medicine, I wouldn't want to get the cheapest one. Just remember this information because I will get back to it. On that same day, Legend uploads 2 new videos to the list. Apparently, if you jump into the end at exactly midnight, the end asteroids don't spawn, meaning the end would just be completely gone. And when Legend goes through, before you freak out, turns out Legend's computer was just taking a minute to load, and he purposely cut the video off because he thought it would be creepy. Again, Legend isn't taking this seriously. But then we move on to the 4th video, and here he has to stare at the moon for the entire night, which will apparently cause the game to glitch out, and once day hits, everything will be set on fire. And so for the next 10 minutes, Legend stares at the moon, and then we get this.
Yeah, what?
So computer crashed right after the moon dipped below the horizon too. Might just be my computer though. Only way to know for sure is if my world gets set on fire like the rumor said. No fire equals not true. He goes on Discord to tell Mayflower what happened. I don't know what the f happened.
In the video?
New video.
Did something happen though?
Not gonna spoil it.
Fudge you. Okay, let me watch it, I guess.
I'm actually like, I'm shaking. I don't think it's directly I don't know, man.
Skip to the end. Holy sh! That can't be a coincidence, right? Oh crap. Did you do rumor 5 though? The one with the item frames?
I started it, but I don't really know what to do with them. But bro, it crashed the computer. But then Mayflower says this.
Devil's advocate. Your Mac just up.
It did crash a few days ago too, during the
Bruh, then it's just your computer. When did you get your computer?
I don't remember exactly, but I know it was not long after we moved into our apartment, so
like,
late 2012, which is a lot of time, I know.
That's 8 effing years. How?
Yeah, this is saying like I would say it's his computer. Like, I have my PC. It's been here for like, what, 9 years, I think?
Was it still
10
working?
years?
Legend ends up concluding that it was probably just his computer being old, but then again, he still hasn't logged back into the world after his computer crashed. Fast forward 3 days, and Legend still doesn't seem to feel well.
The crash didn't mess up your game, right?
Oh, right, I haven't checked yet. Man, I have the worst headache.
Is this headache connected?
No, they are. Actually, they help a lot, but it's not really going away. I'll try booting up Minecraft in a few days. I've been in bed since morning. Later that day, Legend uploads a new video, and we finally see if, like the rumor said, the entire world gets set on fire.
Let's see. But why is it...
I think the rumor was wrong. It doesn't result in fire, it results in endstone? Everything endstone, like the moon.
What the fuck? This makes me actually want to try this. But what? This is so... Huh?
So I stumbled in some sort of Minecraft mystery. I don't know how to progress, but crap, this is cool. And I think I'm the only person to find it. I could only enter the world once before the game refused to let me back in. Maybe I missed my chance? This is definitely strange. We've never heard of a Minecraft world turning completely into endstone.
Yeah.
Like Legend said, the endstone block resembles the texture of the moon. But even with this crazy information, Legend wouldn't even update Mayflower about this until the next day.
So?
Oh, right. I checked yesterday.
Oh?
The world was completely corrupted. Let me upload the video. Hang on.
Doesn't that mean the rumor's true, though?
On the screenshot you posted, it claimed my world was supposed to be set completely on fire, but that wasn't the case. So it's dubious, but plausible.
Wow, all endstone?
Yeah, definitely strange.
How long were you in that world?
Then they start getting off topic before the conversation just ends. Like, this is just something that
But like, yeah, but like, what does this tell us?
happens
you know?
every
Like,
other day. But
what is this?
that's where I was wrong. 2 days after, Legend uploaded another video going over the 5th rumor, which says clocks placed in item frames may
Oh.
randomly desynchronize, going faster or slower than they should. This only happens every 1,000 or so clocks. This video is short and hard to see, but just by increasing the brightness, we can just barely see the clocks in the item frames. And I seriously couldn't tell you why, but something happens in this video. And not like in the video,
Did
like
something, was that my Discord or was that? Oh, that was my Discord. I gotta turn these notifications off real quick. All right, there we go. I thought it was this.
something in Legend just switches after this video. Compared to his other stuff, this one is more ominous and eerie. The description says this project was never finished. I hope you understand. We can't tell
Yeah.
if the rumors are true because it's so dark we can't see if the clocks are desynchronized. Maybe there's something that Legend sees that we don't. And the reason I say this is because moments after this video is uploaded, Legend snaps and things get interesting when he gets on Discord.
Eh?
Yeah, I'm not buying it. No way this is just a f***ing coincidence.
I thought we already agreed or smacked it.
1, right after the moon dipped past the horizon. 2, all the blocks replaced with endstone, the closest texture to
Yeah.
the moon.
It literally
I mean-
crashed a few days before that moon thing, man. Your computer's just on its last legs. It'll probably be
Yeah, but that still doesn't explain the end stone.
I'm gonna be
That's
still
still
a week
weird.
or so, just saying. And it's probably just confirmation bias.
No, you're not listening. Look at point 2.
Okay, cool. It switched everything to endstone. You know what else would have made you just as shocked? White concrete, white wool, quartz, literally anything white.
Doubt it. Endstone specifically carries connotations of space. It's inherently supposed to be extraterrestrial rock.
It's inherently supposed to be from the end, man. The F are you on about?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, obviously it's limited by the constraints of Minecraft, but the symbolism is there.
You're just creating the effing symbolism.
What else could it be?
Your computer crashing, a registry bug, all pointers pointing to a random block or texture or whatever. Oh my effing god, seriously, you got everything from the Minecraft wiki. You know how extensive they are?
You're just deflecting.
If this could happen just by staring at the moon for the entire night, someone would have found it by
Yeah.
now. There's having millions of players. Hell, people can just look at the code. That's probably how they get spawn rates and percentages and stuff.
Oh, and you trust them enough to believe they documented every last corner of this dumb f***ing game?
You're getting way too heated. What happened to you, man? Take a break or a nap or whatever. Listen, I'll do it too, all right? I got nothing to do tonight anyway. If nothing happens, then we know it's just your computer shitting itself.
Or you just didn't do it correctly.
And you just happened to do it correctly on the
Yeah.
first try?
It's statistics. Such a scenario is possible to happen on the first try.
Whatever. See ya.
Your call, but this disproves nothing. I'll try looking into this more.
Oh no. Famous last words.
Hi, Great Iceberg. I love your Google Doc of explanations. It's really helpful. Do you mind if I make a video on your iceberg? Thanks. Sure. Okay, thank you. By the way, I was looking at the playlist you linked in Don't Look at the Moon. Did you make this creepypasta? I know the videos are on your account, but I just wanted to make sure. Not really a creepypasta, but they're my videos, yeah.
I'm getting freaked out here.
So do you know what the monster in your update video was? What monster? The video called Update Vid 2020-10-12 at like 26 seconds, top right?
Yo, I saw it. Wait. Oh fuck this shit, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, what? Okay. That is fucked. What the fuck? Oh, the music and everything is perfect here. Holy shit.
I knew it. There was something there. It paid off. I don't know how I didn't see it before, but now that I know, I think it will only be a few days before I solve this mystery. It's been a while, but not for long. I can finally rest. I just have a few questions. I'm not sure why
I'm just yawning again because I've just...
Mojang added this into the game, but what does it mean? Is there a reason why they put it here in this game? For me? Is there something else I'm missing? Maybe this is
what?
just the beginning? I can't say until I've reached the end of it. With the Legend's newfound information, he goes to tell Mayflower. There's an entity in the Endstone world.
Huh? The F are you talking about? Where?
Check 26 seconds, top right by the dark hill. You will see a pale figure move for a split second.
Dude, that's just a light reflection. That's not in the game.
It moves exactly like a mob to the point of following the terrain exactly.
I'm going frame by frame. Seems like it's moving based on the camera. It only moves down and to the left when your phone moves down and to the right. There's also some more flickers of light a few frames behind the main one.
The camera movement is a stretch. I don't see how you see that.
Oh, and by the way, I think that's a reflection of you holding the camera.
I don't really remember where I was with respect to the screen. You're deflecting.
God, look, man, as much as I want to find out a creepypasta is real, it doesn't effing work out like that, okay? There is no reason for Mojang to put this in Minecraft. Think about the customer reports when they find out their worlds are corrupted permanently. They ain't gonna risk their reputation for a silly Easter egg allegedly no one could find.
The reason is that there was an intense need to show something. This isn't the end, it's a signal to something greater. I think the end monster represents an agent of some kind, related to the moon. There's probably something more with this agent. This is a good lead. You there? May? It's only been 2 months since Legend decided to dive into this Moon ARG, and it's clear to see how much he's changed. Legend also attempted to contact Mojang themselves. I don't know if it's possible for you to check mail going here, but I need you to explain what the purpose of the Moon mystery is. Why did you add it to the game? What message are you trying to send? I've been trying everything. I can't get anywhere. I need a hint, please. Just anything. I don't know where to go, but I found the first step. At least please help me get to the next step. I want to continue your ARG.
So it is an ARG, yeah.
Legend never got a response. But let's take a step back for a moment and analyze everything so far and try to figure out what's really going on. First, we need to look at both perspectives. On one hand, we can see why Mayflower is constantly denying the rumors, but it also makes sense why Legend would believe it. The first 3 rumors Legend goes through, nothing seems to happen. But then for some reason, on the 4th rumor, his computer crashes right as the moon sets. And when he logs back on, not only is the entire world replaced with Endstone, but after the recording, in the description he wrote, I uploaded the videos and decided to check on the game. The world was gone, but I made a backup beforehand just in case something
normally
like this
I guess
happened.
it removes it and then there's no video evidence of it, but I guess this guy was
The backup was also corrupted. Like, what are the chances of that? Not to mention this entity that happened to be in that same corrupted world. You really can't blame Legend for acting the way he is. But then we also have Mayflower's perspective. Imagine being the one to send your friend some Minecraft rumors just for him to laugh about it and call it BS. And now all of a sudden he's convinced it's real? While yes, it's odd the computer turned off, Legend's computer is 8 years old, so it's likely to have some technical issues. And this entity that's in the video could very well be light reflecting off the screen. Even when I was editing that part where I highlighted the entity, it started to make sense that this is probably not an entity. Of course, when the entire comment section is all saying the same thing, it's kind of hard not to believe it. The only stump I found myself in is the world corruption. Out of any block it could have been, it just so happens to be the closest block that resembles the moon texture. And after you've joined the world once, your world and backup world somehow corrupts. Mayflower says it could be a registry bug, which is unlikely. I could only find one post about anything remotely similar to what we're seeing with Legend Finder, but they're on Bedrock and not trying to solve a freaking moon ARG. Needless to say, it's understandable why you would or wouldn't believe everything that's been happening. It's also very convenient how the post about the moon rumors, the one that started it all, is just nowhere to be found. Mayflower took this screenshot from a website called Messenger Geek. This frame on Legend's video where he has the whole screenshot pulled up is the clearest we'll get of the post. There's no username, just a profile picture and a post in the category called raw and random. And of course, when you go to look it up, there's just nothing to be found. With Legend's world corrupting, he starts becoming more determined to recreate his only lead of this ARG's existence. And he uploads another 3 videos just staring at the moon. And if you look at the 3rd video's description, I don't think I need to tell you how they went. But it's at this very point of the story where Legend Finder's belief of the moon starts to leave Minecraft. 2 weeks since his last recording, we can see his next video takes place outside. He seems to be recording a playground late at night night. He keeps randomly zooming in until the video abruptly ends.
What?
It becomes more clear what Legend is doing when we take a look at his journal. I walked outside and I saw that the moon was different than it was before. It was larger and you could tell from how it gloomed brighter than the night. The moon's expanding and you can tell for yourself there are signs. The dots in between you and the moon change distance. It cannot be captured on photo or film
What is this guy on about now?
or digital
What?
reproduction or any secondhand service. You can only see it with your own eyes. It seems Legend was trying to record the moon and show us how abnormally large and bright the moon was. But according to him, it just so happens video footage tampers with the moon, meaning the only way to see its true form is in person. I really might have to take back me trying to justify Legend's behavior, but it's okay because it only gets worse from here. After
it's okay,
witnessing
okay.
what he claimed to be the moon being abnormally large, he decided to start doing some research. And that's when he stumbled upon what's called the moon's expansion. Every year, the moon gets further away from Earth, specifically 1.5 inches per year. Without the moon, Earth would become life-threatening to everyone, but with the moon expanding, it would have to take billions of years before the moon is no longer associated with Earth. But for some reason, Legend finds this information very concerning. He wrote about it in his journal, saying once you learn about the dots, the expansion, it never leaves you. It just burrows into you. But once I'm done, I'll never have to think about it again. And so from December 1st through December 8th, 9 p.m. every day, he would begin measuring the moon's right ascension and altitude, basically listing the moon's position from Earth. I'm not really sure what Legend was getting at with this. I think he just wanted to see if he could see the moon or not. That's why all the titles are either I can see it or I can't see it. Legend would then come back to Minecraft, but this time he would make a 25-minute video listing 10 different things you didn't know about the moon. And let's just say Legend is going insane.
Whoa.
So the first thing I have, the moon phase effects. There's different phases of the moon. I think I could probably show you.
Legend is going to use the phases of the moon as a connection to a lot of things that don't make sense. But something caught my attention. Just listen to this clip.
Also, I fixed the moon disappearing in the last video I showed you in November. It was because the texture for the moon was deleted. I just had to put it back. Got it from the yeah.
To give you context, a few days before this video, Legend would upload a video of him in Minecraft walking around the world. When he looks up, he freaks out because the moon is gone. But now in this clip, he's saying he fixed the moon disappearing.
How do you fix
by removing a texture pack that specifically removes the moon. Some people might say Legend is admitting that the video was scripted, but if it really was, no one would just blatantly say they removed the texture pack. They would just keep it private. This will be important, so remember this. But moving forward, Legend would find himself stumbling his words and he gets stressed out throughout the video.
From what I can gather, in swamp biomes, slimes spawn depending on how full the moon is.
Well, we know that.
So if it was a full moon, they'd spawn the most. If it was a new moon, I don't think they spawn.
We know that. That is
not
my
many
logic.
people
That is
know
true.
about this. Mojang has kept secret about the way the moon functions, the code about the moon. Another thing that the moon phases change is the spawn rate for us alongside slimes and swamps, skeletons, and zombies. Since it was a full moon, I should be seeing a lot of zombies. It's just,
Oh yeah, moves on. Okay, wait, what the
I have
fuck?
Here on a full moon, 50% of cat spawn is black. I could try doing that with a spawn egg.
Buddy, you need to record your fucking screen, man. What?
Okay, number 2. So as the theory suggests, it's called the dead star theory.
He does a lot of yapping trying to explain the theory, but to summarize, his theory is that Minecraft players used to live on the sun, which was originally Earth, and that the Earth was originally the sun, and
This seems like one of those like flat earthers, you know? I want to believe
the moon
this, but-
isn't actually a moon, it's just another planet orbiting the sun, and our original sun died out, and so we move out of our original Earth to our original sun? You know what? Take back everything
What?
I said trying to justify Legend's behavior. He has completely lost it. There's a lot of other points he claims that he believes Minecraft is trying to make a connection with, but all in all, I think after the world incident, he's just been using anything as evidence, and because of that,
Yeah, I feel like right now it's very hard to believe him. I do believe the central video here of the entity. I do believe that, and I also do find it very weird of why it would be, you know, bed or end stone. So that part I understand. So I understand where he's coming from, but this now is just, yeah, he's going insane.
I think we'll start to see Legend losing it more and more, connecting pieces that never made sense to begin with.
The subconscious mind
Why is
3 days later, Legend would upload another in-depth analysis going over everything he knows about the moon, and this time I won't commentate on the footage about to be shown, because this is where Legend truly descends into madness.
the whole history of digital-based mysteries. There was the first one. It was for the movie Artificial Intelligence, and it was just a bunch of different homepages linking different places. You follow these paths, but it sort of jump-started this whole idea that you can create by just stringing things together, stringing places together. Everything is not on the same site. You have to search things yourself.
Yeah.
So going back to this,
Investigating.
obviously, the mystery started in Minecraft. It wouldn't necessarily end or continue in Minecraft. And there was one very popular creepypasta, which I don't think coincidentally was about the moon. And you know, the idea of the moon not being what it seems has spread to even movies and TV shows. This from Doctor Who. This is a creature that hatched from the moon. It was an egg of some sort housing a creature. Each of these three things that I listed right here, each have different
What is that creature, bro?
interpretations of what the moon is. One says it's alive, one says there's cult members acting as representatives of the moon. And what is that? The moon itself is not alive, but there's something within it. In the movie The Truman Show, Truman, his life is a lie. And one of the first ways he realizes this is seeing that the moon is not even real. It's a fake moon. There's people inside of it watching his every movement. So every time there's some sort of commentary on the moon, it's about something acting as a representative of the moon.
True.
Acting, you know, as a means of So I've listed out what the moon could symbolize. So first we have the passing of time. This mystery originally began in Minecraft because it only began when you looked at the moon for the entire night, the full moon cycle. Right, this, the agent. What I was talking about this whole time, setting up conversations between us and the moon. This is another example of that. What this entity is, what it wants from us, I'm not entirely sure.
But why don't you then do this experiment again, get to the end thing, and then go see the entity, I guess, if you could make it happen again.
Talking about that in another video. So I feel like the fact that all these different pieces of media about the moon have this same pattern within them means that they all know something about the moon.
Yeah.
The third piece of symbolism about the moon, this ties back to Minecraft in an important way because it represents the I knew this. I had this in my mind when I was starting the video. This is
He is losing it. Wait, what?
this, the mind, the mental aspect of this whole thing. You
Yo, wait, this guy is not good. Not sure if he's still having the headaches, but yeah, this guy is not doing good, guys.
One piece of symbolism, not the moon. The subconscious mind
Eh? What are we?
We also have impossibility and overcoming impossibilities, such as when we put a man on the moon. It's up to the person who found this feeling of peace and tranquility. If you play Minecraft, you think, I mean, my hands are numb. You think,
Bro.
but I'll keep you guys posted.
Throughout the video, Legend was becoming distressed, stumbling his words and wasn't thinking clearly. The final straw was when we hear what seems to be Legend falling over, and right after we hear him open the drawer and drop something on the table, which sounded like pills being dropped. Of course, we can't actually see what happened, but after he returned, he was more calm. He was still stumbling his words, but whatever happened definitely calmed him down. But it seems that ever since he'd noticed this entity in his Minecraft world, he claims it's supposed to represent the idea that there's something living on our moon that is communicating to people on Earth. And
yeah, exactly. So like, is he like? So he's drawing a reference basically to that. What's happening in the game there's actually this creature on the moon, I guess.
6 days later, he would upload another 33-minute video going over that idea. This time, person as he's using a piece of paper to explain his new findings. And in this video, a lot of our old questions will get answered.
I feel like Render obviously did like the whole time loop thing as well. Like, so I'm not sure if he created time loop. Not really. I think some of you maybe answered that in the comments. I just don't remember. But I will say definitely credit to like whoever created this. This is just insanely well made with like introducing real life stuff into Minecraft. Like you can do so much with Minecraft, but like once you implement that realism of like seeing real clips, it becomes so much more eerie in a way.
I think there's some agent of the moon as controlling communication between us and the moon.
Okay.
How are we only able to see a single side of the moon every time it's rotating around the Earth? How are we only able to see one single side of it?
Well, because
the moon's 400 times smaller than the sun. How are they the same size in the sky? And if you Google this, you'll see the moon's moving away from the Earth.
I mean, this could be explained though. This could be explained so easily. Even I could explain this. I think, like, yeah, as you say, like, the moon is way more smaller than Earth, right? If the sun was where the moon was, we would be fried right now. I think we would literally, we would be inside the sun because the sun is millions of miles more away from us. And the moon, like, just
spiraling away from the Earth.
I can't buy that fact. Sorry.
3-ish centimeters per year.
Yeah, we know that.
Which means there has to have been something controlling the moon in this way.
Actually, why does it go away?
I've gone outside myself and I've checked for myself. This isn't written at all. I've gone outside myself.
What is that? Was this him tapping or was that? Come on.
I've gone outside.
Okay,
I've checked for myself. This isn't written at all on Google, but the moon itself is expanding very, very slowly. If you spend enough time going out into the woods like I have, you eventually figure out the patterns. I've been going out every day this month, and it has been getting brighter and then brighter.
Okay.
You know, maybe there's something strange about the moon. Maybe that's what they're talking about with. I'm guessing this is what they're talking about, the expansion of the moon. And I don't know why no one's talking about this, but you know, it's probably, if it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going, it's probably going to kill us.
It feels like he is like now more, he can talk more, he doesn't stutter, and like he's more well put together. I guess like now he's like spiraling a little bit, but like it seems like he's gotten a hold of himself a little bit better.
2 different stats. So rate ascension goes around, declination goes above and below. Okay. I have a spreadsheet. I'll write them down so you can see as well what I've found.
As he writes down his data, it's at this point he starts getting frustrated. Also, keep in mind this item on the table.
The pills.
12 hours, 14 minutes.
Oh shit, okay.
12 hours, 14 minutes. And you see, these are
give this man an Oscar.
consistent +1 hour jumps. And I want you to see, this is from what I've Googled. It's exactly 12 p.m. It's not a minute more, not a minute less. And the website did not have anything listed. This was my final day looking at the moon. I couldn't find it. And on that day, it didn't even rise because
because it what?
knows
What do you mean it knows you're? Yeah, the pills.
We can see Legend takes his pill bottle, and at a point of frustration he decides to take them, and the sounds we hear of him dropping the pills was the same one we heard last video. But after this he starts explaining his theory that the moon could be made out of a heating substance, which means this substance could cause the moon to expand until the point of popping.
It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and snap, at which point pieces of the moon will probably fly, you know, everywhere.
Towards you, yeah.
Why do you think NASA is so keen on going to the moon and bringing back?
Yo, wait, so this like turned from a Minecraft theory into like government shit, you know?
Because they're not
What?
moon rocks in the traditional Earth sense. They have slightly different properties than what we know of here.
Yep.
And lastly, I have a fourth theory, which is that the reason why the moon is expanding is because it's... No, I just have these three theories. I think the agent takes on the form of a rabbit.
He explains about an old mythology called the moon rabbit. Back then, people took notice of the moon's appearance, resembling the shape of a rabbit, and he believes that this agent takes the form of a rabbit and was sent here on Earth, and he claims he knows where to find it.
But I found it.
What do you mean you found it?
It's not far from my house. It's in a patch of woods, 10 or 20 minutes from my walk.
That's convenient.
You can see my house was just perfectly in the center of this entire thing. The goal I have, now that I know wherever the agent is to go into that patch of woods that I found.
Are we gonna see him? Are we gonna see him go into the dark woods in this video? No.
Be friendly with it, because I need to figure out exactly what it wants from Earth, why the moon is expanding, why it's keeping the moon in a spot around the Earth, and I think I'm just going to go there tomorrow. This is the only way to continue the mystery.
Legend would eventually go to the woods, but before that, because of Mayflower and Legend's friendship growing distant, a new person to talk about the moon stuff would be added to the story, and that person would turn out to be Legend's cousin.
Yo, someone told me you made a Minecraft iceberg. Why didn't you tell me? Looks pretty good, not gonna lie.
Thanks.
Is the moon entry real? Your channel took a weird turn.
Someone else gave me a list of rumors about the moon, and one was real. I'm just trying to find more about it.
How are you finding more about it?
I have a theory and I want to test it. I've been taking some notes about the moon and I think I've discovered something nearby. Do you mind coming with me tonight or tomorrow night? It's some patch of woods. It's not far from my house.
I can't do tonight, my bad. I'm gonna see about tomorrow night though. Also, like, are you sure there's something actually there?
Yeah, I wouldn't go with this.
I see it for myself. Again, this is just a theory, but I'm gathering evidence, and the more I find, the stronger my case becomes.
Alright.
I have a rough estimate of a location. Not a very large area, but visibility and overgrowth may complicate things. We'll spend half an hour at least scouting around, likely starting at 9.
I don't know about you, but I feel like it'll be easier to scout around if I actually know what to scout around for.
Most likely a white rabbit. That's what I can figure out.
I don't think there's any rabbits in this area.
Yes, exactly. If we spot a rabbit,
if they're I'm just gonna predict this. If they're gonna film a POV of them going in dark woods in real life, not even Minecraft at this point, like what the fuck are you guys recommending me this? And they see something bro, I am out of there. I am, as you know, we've said before. If you've been on the channel now, like, you know, we take the PC and we just burn it. I'll burn the whole forest down.
we know it won't be of natural origin for this very reason. You're free tonight, right?
It snowed real hard today. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I'm gonna stay inside.
All right, I'll try scouting on my own.
No, what the don't. Just wait a few days.
Sure. I'm going.
Nice.
What? Snow's still there. I said wait a few days. Bro, is your phone on silent?
But how is he going out in... Okay, bro. You're actually dumb, though. Like, going out in white snow to find a white rabbit? That's like a needle in a haystack.
Be convinced that things are fine, I guess.
How did you leave this place? I don't know how I didn't figure this out. I just can't get away from this place.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, bro.
Legend would provide 7 videos documenting his search for the white rabbit in the woods.
Fuck?
The videos are short and hard to see, but we can hear Legend as he sounds like he's struggling to catch his breath.
Yo, dude, the creator of this.
It's at
insane.
this point he's not even walking anymore. He seems to be crawling his way around, and then eventually he comes to a complete stop.
What the fuck? Bro, is there gonna be something? going on?
Sorry.
Just stop with the wood stuff now. I was fine doing this with you, but you really just want to get yourself killed, huh?
I don't, but the faster I do this, the faster I can be done
What
with
are
it.
you done
Well,
with
that
it?
won't matter if you die.
I'll try. It died just now. My computer isn't turning on. I've tried everything for an hour. It's not turning on.
Well, told you, I guess. How have you been this month?
I lost everything I've been working on. I've been searching the skies this month, looking for...
Effing hell, are you kidding me?
But the fact it happened so close to my first agent contact attempt means they probably knew that I
What do
made
you-
it.
Agent, like Men in Black? The hell kind of shit have you been taking?
A
Yeah.
representative of the moon.
Bro,
I
Mayflower is the realest motherfucker right now. Like, yeah, we
brought
all
this
agree
up
with him.
with you already. All the evidence lines up to the point where it's impossible for it not to exist. You need to believe me, please. There's something in the woods. I can feel it when I enter.
Happy holidays, I guess. Hope you feel better.
It's tomorrow? I didn't realize. I'm more focusing on your
yeah,
hope
wait.
you get better comment. You're assuming I need to get better, but that's not how
Oh.
it works.
Bro, blocked him. Hold on. I totally forgot that it was Father's Day today. So I had to just call my dad real quick. And I was like, oh yeah, with the holidays. We're like, oh shit, I totally forgot. I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot. Alright, let's go.
Because Legend decided to go out into the woods while it was still snowing, this clip of Legend coming to a complete stop was him passing out due to the cold weather. And at the end of the
Cold
clip,
weather?
Legend's cousin finds him in the woods and drags him back home. Not
What?
only that, but Mayflower has officially disconnected himself from Legend. The person who introduced him and followed
Yeah.
him with this ARG series is now gone, leading Legend Finder into a dark year as 2020 comes to a close. On the first day of 2021, he would write in his journal, "Every time I go outside, I feel a piece of me die, and the moon is growing each night, and I think it is killing me. I can't go out at night anymore. If I go, I die. I need to stay in my room. In my house, I don't care how long. I just want to live. Please let me live. Please, I don't want to die."
Yo, this took a
Legend
very
found
dark turn.
himself in a constant state of panic, and it's because of this that he would once again go MIA, but this time for a whole 8 months. The only
Damn.
thing provided throughout this time was just 7 journals, but by the 7th journal, Legend's handwriting would become unnoticeable. And realizing this, on August of 2021, Legend would stop writing his journals and begin using audio logs.
August 10th, 2021. I'm going to switch to audio journals for now because I realized making the last journal, my hands were too shaky for me to even read.
I was gonna say, 'cause, like,
August
didn't he
12th,
know?
2021.
Didn't he say that his like hands were numb and stuff like that before?
I got some more refills for my cough pills. I think I can get as many as I want. The pills have been carrying me through these days. I don't know where I'd be without them. And I'm glad I
What the
had
fuck?
the pills in the first place back when
Sounds like he's,
the
like,
cough was starting.
Pay attention to
On a
what
toilet.
Legend just said. "I'm glad I had the pills in the first place, back when the cough first started." He's referring to when he told Mayflower he got the cheapest pills,
Yep.
which was 10 months ago. Coughing shouldn't have you on medication for that long. Time
Yeah.
and time again, these pills are always seen whenever Legend starts getting frustrated. I also believe they're somehow causing Legend's absurd behavior. The dates seem to line up with when Legend started to indulge in the rumors and start taking the pills. But we'll have to get back to that later, because although Legend seems to believe the pills are working, it doesn't seem to be the case.
August 13th, 2021. I threw up a lot today. I was basically just over my toilet
What?
for half an hour. I'm 18 now. It was my birthday today. The cake was good. Everyone was happy for me. We took a lot of photos, but you know, if you could see those photos, you'd see I was looking somewhere else because I was still thinking about this fucking I think it's going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Or maybe not. I
What?
think I'm getting to a point where I think I'm slowly putting together the pieces. I'll have everything settled out, sorted. I won't have to think about this anymore.
Yeah, I really want to see this, like, what he's, like, the conclusion is
Legend
here.
would continue to feel unwell, but during this time he would reflect on his visit with the agent, and he's confused on where to go next.
I've been really f***ing sick. I've been throwing up. I've been coughing my f***ing lungs out. I can't think properly. Yeah, I hope they're still willing to, talk to me and that this was just an accident that happened.
What?
That shouldn't have happened. And I really was onto something.
But then he makes a realization, one that will dramatically change things.
August 22nd, 2021. They don't like me. I just realized they don't f***ing like me. I just realized why this f***ing happened. I don't know why I didn't f***ing realize it. I almost died in those f***ing woods. If I realized this earlier, months earlier, I probably would have been in a better spot right now. I don't know how far they are. I don't know how much they've seen about me. I don't know how f***ing safe I am. Oh god, they probably know where I am. Yeah, they've probably f***ing seen me.
Yeah, this is turning into, like, some schizophrenic shit.
From being dragged back from the woods back to my f***ing
Yeah.
place. I need to f***ing leave now.
What the fuck?
I don't know how many days I have left.
I need to leave this city. Are you there?
What? Why?
I almost died in the woods because the agent was hostile to me. They weren't planning on you being there, but they won't be as careless next time.
What? You almost died because it was
Yeah.
freezing cold and you didn't prepare at all.
Yes, but the cause is of the agent.
Also, agent? What do you mean?
I need to move as far as reasonable from New York City.
New York
I
City,
really
okay.
don't think there's anything actually there, but whatever. Maybe I just don't know anything. What are you planning on doing?
Well, it's September. I'm faking a college acceptance letter.
So are you just gonna do like
What?
MIT or something?
I was considering it, but I don't want my parents to spend their money on flight tickets just for this. I don't want to burden them.
Bruh, says the guy that wants to trick his parents with a fake college letter.
This is purely my problem, not theirs.
Why don't you just go back to Maryland? Feels more ethical.
No, my first encounter with the moon's expansion was in Maryland. They already
Oh.
know my ties with that location.
What? There's so much you're not telling me.
I'll be fine, don't worry. I'll make sure I'm fine. I've learned a lot.
Hope you're right.
What the fuck?
Good luck.
When Legend first passed out, he didn't think much of it, but somehow he's now come to the conclusion that the severe cold weather wasn't what caused him fainting in the woods. It was caused by the moon agent with malicious intent, but he barely got out, and because he believes they're after him, Legend would begin his escape.
I spent the last
Yeah, I now see how this has turned into, like, him
Last
going
3 days.
insane.
on my laptop putting together what I think looks like an official college acceptance letter for Cornell,
okay.
University. My parents could probably drop me off there, and I show them the letter. They think I'm actually going to Cornell, which is good. I told them I'm going to be there, doing my classes. I'm just gonna get an apartment there. They gave me a few months of rent, which isn't enough. I'll probably need to get a job or something to pay off. the
How are you
rent
gonna work
after
in your
those first few
condition? In your
months.
condition
I'll
here?
say I can't come for winter break or summer break because I'll be doing our internships over there. But don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I just need to get the f- away from this place.
Legend has successfully tricked his parents into believing he's been accepted into a college hours away from his home. But in reality, Legend is doing all of this because of the moon. It's been almost a
It's so crazy to think that this is all because of a Minecraft moon. Like, what?
year now since Legend was introduced to what initially was a rumor to scare people, and it has successfully taken over his life. It's ruined his friendships, his mental state, he's almost died, and now he's going to be ruining his life. That same day, Legend got a text from his cousin. He asked Legend what the name of the pills he's been taking are called. He tells him they're called Psychrosylvan, cough medicine mainly, but helps with anxiety, puts things into scale, and his cousin responds with nothing on Google popping up when you search up Psychrosylvan. The conversation ended at that, but now fast forward 1 week and it seems Legend really did move out.
September 6th, 2021. Took me a few
Hold on, can we just Google this? I just want to see. Psychrosylvan. Psychrosylvan. Cough medicine. Oh, look at this. What? But this is not. Yeah, this is just cough medicine. Wait, look at that though. Psilocybin. Also, on a 4 of us found in more than 200 species of mushrooms. It can also cause adverse reactions such as nausea and panic attacks. So he's been taking these pills. I'm guessing this is it. So he's been taking these pills, but it's only making him more sick. Because he started taking them, and that's the whole like down. So like, maybe the white rabbit
responds
mixed
with
the
nothing on
pills.
Google popping up when you search up Psychro-Sylvan.
What
The
the
conversation
hell?
ended at that, but now fast forward 1 week and it seems Legend really did move out.
September 6th, 2021. Took me a few days to get settled in the apartment. You know, I was lucky to even find one, and the price isn't that good. And I guess I was kind of looking forward to being able to live on my own anyway. Although I guess not really in this way. I'm still gonna take the next few days to find a decent enough job just to get the money to pay rent. I don't know. I don't know.
What the hell?
My room in this apartment isn't very big. I kept drinking water, but I just kept throwing up. Sometimes I feel like this whole thing was just a
Mistake.
I still call my parents. You know, sometimes I wish I could go back there. I can't go back there anymore. I can't, because if I do, I think they're just waiting for me. My parents say it's almost
You need to quit these
Thanksgiving,
pills, bro.
and I should come home. And I feel so f***ing bad lying to them. I could just tell them what's good. I wake up and I don't do anything. I just keep thinking back to maybe there's something I missed. Maybe there's still something for me to find. And I might have to go back. I don't, because I'm too afraid to go back. I feel like they're just waiting for me to come back. So December 1st, 2021.
What the hell?
I don't know what the f I'm doing. I told my parents I aced my finals, and they cried for me. They cried, and they told me how good I was, and they told me they loved me. They did. Oh my God. December.
Oh, guys, I am getting chills.
I think this is the last one I'll do.
Legend decided to drop audio journals entirely, and this time there would be no more updates coming from him. That's because in the story we have just entered into the year 2022, and all these videos that I've shown you guys were never uploaded online. Every video, every in-depth analysis, audio journals, written journals, Legend kept to himself for up to 2 years, up until now, because he would spend a good majority of 2022 posting all of his information to the public, which got the attention of many people. More notably, Legend's cousin would notice the full severity of what's been going on, so he sends him a message and says,
"Hey, should have said this a long time ago, but I really think you need therapy. I feel like you just threw your life away for no reason. I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't know exactly what was happening, but I mean, a therapist would be able to navigate your thoughts easily. Just an idea, you don't have to do it."
And after 9 months, Legend would finally give an update video answering his cousin's concern.
A friend asked me if I should go to therapy. I never thought about it. Why would I go to therapy?
Oh shit, now we hear it. I was just about to say, like, we haven't heard him cough that much, but now I guess we hear it. Don't take the pills, don't.
I should go to therapy.
And 2 months later, Legend would upload a video called I Did It, showcasing an appointment he booked with the therapist.
Oh, okay.
I'm forcing myself to get out. I hope I get better.
And 3 weeks later, another video would be uploaded where Legend would finally get some help.
Damn. You go, Legend. Yo, the productivity of this is insane.
I just wanted to get my life in order and, I don't know, be convinced that things are fine, I guess.
It sounds like you have already started the process of getting things in order by coming to therapy. Are you...
Yo, okay, hold on. Breaking the fourth wall for a second, bro. This ARG is insane. Like, what? Having conversation, like, I would honestly not. You know what? Nah, you know what? Let's
Content
just
with
go.
the way you're going through each day?
I guess not really.
Tell me more about what you would like your days to look like. And we can use those reflections to set up some reasonable goals that you can look at.
On the schedule, I put like wake up, brush teeth, get ready for work. I mean, I've already built up habits for those anyway. I don't think I need a schedule.
You could consider setting up goals about your health, maybe relationships.
As far as family, I kind of drifted away from my friends and family, though. But, well, I guess it's my fault. I don't know. Well, some of my friends, they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand what I was going through at the time. Someone I used to call my friend years ago, they refused to see things in a different way.
Do you know what led to this moment?
Yeah, it was.
Are you gonna explain the whole thing?
You don't have to answer. It's fine.
I mean, you're gonna think I'm stupid, but the conversation was about the moon. I think there's some deeper meaning why it exists, why it's here. My friends just couldn't.
There's a lot of things in the world
Oh,
that seem to have a greater purpose than what we're used to. About looking up at the sky and the stars. I'd love to hear your thoughts about the moon. This seems really fascinating.
It can't be a coincidence that the moon lines up perfectly with the sun during an eclipse. Can't be a coincidence that we only ever see one side of the moon. Do you know what I mean? There's something.
Yeah. Well, it is very interesting
okay.
to think about why an eclipse might happen. To me, it sounds like you're trying to say that the sun and the moon feel like a perfect fit. Like they're intentionally placed in the sky to the world and the universe that we can fully perceive on a normal level. From what I can gather, it's causing you some significant problems when you can't sleep or stop thinking about the unknown. Your lack of sleep may be causing you more anxiety than normal. Have you spoken to a medical professional to get any treatment for your anxiety?
I'm getting refills for some pills. I think it's
Yeah,
called,
tell her about the pills. Yeah.
Psychrosilvan.
Psychrosilvan, you said?
Yeah.
Interesting. What does it help with?
It just keeps you from spiraling further, I think. I feel like I should be finding something. That there's all these signs of being laid out everywhere for me to find.
This is a really interesting
But
conversation.
I'm too, like, just blind. I'm blind to see them. Stuff like that.
To me, it sounds like you're looking for a specific, logical answer, and you're trying to figure out these mysteries you have. But when you can't, you're causing yourself stress because you're upset with yourself and your thoughts. Have I got this right?
Oh, yeah. I feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing.
It sounds like your thoughts are taking up a large portion of your life, and is there anything you can do to interrupt these thoughts?
I don't know if I should interrupt these thoughts. You know, I feel like if I stop thinking about these things, about all of these things, and let my guard down, something out there will find.
I'm not gonna call this guy mental, right? But like, I do find like going into the minds of people that are thinking very differently, or there's obviously something wrong with the kid, and I find it very interesting to like listen to these thoughts and like try and understand the person behind it, and like how, like in Mindhunter, for example, the show, if you've seen it on Netflix, I love that because like they're trying to get into the heads of the people that are fucked up, and like this guy is obviously not fucked up, I wouldn't say, but like he is screwed in a sense. So like, it's very interesting to hear this conversation happening.
Do you have a reason to believe that there is something out there that will find you?
Yeah. There was something I saw in a video. Hang on, let me pull it up.
It would take another month before Legend would finally post what would be his final update message, called Moving On.
I've been to a couple therapy sessions by now. I've taken some time to look back at these past 2 years of my life that I've spent. I put them in a spot where I can look at them more clearly. I think I'm getting better. I really do feel happier. I'm gonna keep going to my sessions. All I want is
He mentions he compiled all of his evidence into one big document, which he would provide in the description of the video. This is where I found all the screenshots, all the journals, all the videos, all provided in these 3 folders. But I've never showed the 4th folder. Inside contains a single PDF file made by Legend Finder called The Expansion of the Moon. It's a 14-page document where Legend planned on making a Wikipedia page about the moon's expansion. In it contains the journey Legend went through to compile evidence about the moon and the agent living on it. But it seems that Legend made certain revisions to it. There's certain statements he makes that are cut out to show he doesn't believe in these stuff, like the agent takes the form of a rabbit and its location is buried somewhere deep in a patch of woods. But then there was something else that caught my attention. This data chart he provides, he claims if the altitude is negative, it's impossible to see the moon. But then he says below that, it's difficult sometimes to realize that some things are not your fault. When we hover over the red text, this some things lead us to a Wikipedia page about psilocybin.
Right, well
which shows it doesn't exist. It's never existed. These pills Legend's been taking, which he claims was supposed to be his cough medicine, never even helped with his coughing. He continued to feel sick throughout the years. The same day he bought the pills was also the same day his computer crashed after staring at the moon. I think at first the pills didn't kick in, that's why he initially wasn't worried about it. But after a few days of taking the pills, that's when he started to believe there was something more going on. Not to mention, the entity in his world passing out in the woods, the moon slowly moving away from Earth were all unfortunate coincidences that happened around the same time, making Legend connect the dots that were never correlated to begin with.
They were
There's
never
even
there,
a theory
really.
he had where he said popular theory suggests that the expansion of the moon is nothing to be worried about. My theory suggests we only have 5 years left on this planet. Then he goes on a tangent about it. But now things seem to be different because this conclusion was scrapped and he ends up coming up with a new conclusion at the very last page. And he says, popular theory suggests that the expansion of the moon is nothing to be worried about. My theory, after reviewing with the evidence, agrees with this. In fact, embrace it. Finally putting an end to Legend's 2-year journey about the moon. This seems to have been Legend's final message. With his belief that there's nothing wrong with the moon, him going to his therapy sessions, it's safe to say Legend is getting better. But although there's no signs of him to be seen, his YouTube's inactive, his Reddit's inactive, we can't be 100% certain that he's doing okay like he claims to be. I mean, you heard how unconfident he sounded when he said he's getting better. What if he's gone insane again and just not documenting it? What if he revealed too much information online and the moon agents captured him? That's why he's been inactive. Unfortunately, there's just no way to know. But if there's something you and I have learned today, it's to stay away from that psilocybin. But also, the next time you're outside at night and you see the moon, be sure you don't look at it for too long. I mean, you never know. Maybe one day, it might change your life.
Okay. Yeah, this was a good video. Holy shit. This was a good video. I would say, okay, if we're gonna break it down like this, right? First of all, like productivity wise, or like how it was produced, insanely well made. Definitely new thinking for an ARG of like putting in real life scenarios, like real life videos, and like how the first half was Minecraft, but then it turned into real shit. And like how it was also very much audio of person speaking, which is very nice to hear. It got me the chills, as an ARG should do, which is really nice. I enjoyed it. This was a very good video. I feel like more and more like we kind of also got that image of him, that it was like, you know, fake in a way. Like this is in his head. Like I did like want to believe it, like when we saw the entity in the world and stuff like that. Like that was like, oh my god, this is like true ARG Minecraft, which was quite nice to see. But yeah, it's really well made. I can't even speak. It's a very well made video. But yeah. Now back to what I was saying before in the start of the video. What did you guys think now of me having the higher volume of the video and pausing in between? Do you like it or do you not like it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.